These are one of the most trying times we've ever had. And while I absolutely hate doing shows that seem so negative and so pessimistic, we can't be the ostrich with putting our head in the sand and not discuss it and just pretend it's going to go away. This is the time for Americans to rise up, take back their rightful freedoms. We are a free people. Australia was a free people. Look at Australia right now.
Yeah.
The government, the federal government used 9/11 and the terrorism of 9/11 to introduce a loss of freedom and a loss of privacy. And Americans didn't really do anything about it. We sort of sat back and said, yeah, well, it's in the name of terrorism.
Yep.
And the same thing has now happened with the coronavirus. Now in the name of the coronavirus, we get to listen to the CDC and the FDA tell us how we're going to live our life, what we're going to put on our face, what we're going to put in our body. And we're supposed to just sit back and take that as well. And it's about time that we say, you know what, we are a free people, because if we don't, we are going to look like Australia very, very fast. And I think that is the intention and that is the design, because we have we have gotten to a place globally, Matt, where the central bankers know that they just don't want to fund our access at a 1 or 2% interest rate and on an annual basis. They're really like, you know what, really, we're in control. We just let you guys think you have a democracy. We let you think you have representatives, but we are really the ones in control. And we're going to start acting like it now. And you're seeing that in Australia. And it's going to come to America very, very fast. And I will tell you, on the positive side, I don't disagree with what you're saying. I mean, the fourth industrial revolution is upon us. We are at the very precipice of it. Blockchain technology combined with AI is going to be the change that launching us into things that you cannot even imagine. Part of the education that I'm getting at the London School of Economics is AI based, and the phenomenal, just introduction into the AI space, things that you cannot even imagine are already happening. And so there is so much positive if Americans will realize what I'm saying before it's too late. And if they will say, let's leverage these technologies, as your entrepreneur friend is doing, for the good of humanity, for the good of America, for the freedoms and protections that we love and cherish so much, because we really are at a global precipice of losing this freedom, losing the ability to decide how often we wash our clothes. If you look at the Agenda 2030 from the World Economic Forum, they want to tell you how often you can wash your jeans once a week. They want to tell you how often you can wash a sweater once a month. The only thing you can wash every day, your underwear. They want cows to take pills so that they don't release methane gas. I'm not making this up. It is absolutely bananas. They don't want meat anymore. They want to grow meat. It's going to be all artificial and lab grown. I mean, what planet are these people on? I mean, I would like to have something that comes out of the ground or is born naturally, not something that's, engineered in a plant by a human being, has no idea what they're doing. So it is time that we wake up and we start to recognize what's happening, and we stop accepting our freedoms being taken away from us in the name of our protection. It used to be in America that we fought to the death for our freedom. Now we're giving up our freedom to avoid death because they're telling us if we don't, we're going to die from a virus. It's time we stop and we say, what's important to us? We are all going to die at some point, but we are not going to all enjoy the freedoms and really live like our forefathers in this country intended us to live. And so we have to take the next steps now and say, enough is enough is enough. If we want our financial freedom, if we want our ability to go out and become an entrepreneur and say, this is something that I can do, that I can, employ people in my local economy, I can make money for my family, I can put food on my table. If we want the American dream anymore, we have got to stop and recognize what's happening and speak up, because they are relying on all of us just being blind and in our social media and not too busy to care. And we'll wake up and we'll be Australia, where we're locked down and the police are shooting at us with rubber bullets because we want to go outside.